All right.
Good?
Yep.
Check one. Hold on, let me get my ears going here. You sound okay?
Yep.
Cool. Let me give the intro here.
Sure.
I've been doing that so I don't have to edit it in post.
Yeah.
And everyone on Facebook, thanks for watching all these.
Yeah.
I know there was a lot of them this weekend, but we wanted to keep you guys updated. All right, here we go.
Sure.
Exploring theology, doctrine, and all of the fascinating subjects in between, broadcasting from an undisclosed location, Dead Men Walking starts
now.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to the final episode from the Fight, Laugh, Feast concert.
What a conference.
Excuse me.
I was like, wait.
Oh, Jason, what do you think? Everything you expected?
Man.
Or more?
This feels like, have you ever seen the movie Dodgeball?
Yeah.
Where they're like, Jason Bateman's like, oh, Cotton. He's got his hair all just going everywhere.
Right.
After all those dodgeball games.
Is that what it feels like to you?
Oh, man, it's been a whirlwind, but it has been an awesome whirlwind of events.
Yeah.
I mean, so many speakers and so many cool conversations, and yeah, this has been awesome.
Yeah, we started Friday at 7 o'clock, or was it 6 o'clock? 7. The time changes got me off. I don't know.
Can't tell you. Yeah.
And then, or Thursday we started, I'm sorry.
We started Thursday,
At 7, and then all day Friday. We put in a nice 13-hour day there.
Yep.
Then all day today,
Yep.
where we're at right now, it's about 6 o'clock Central Time.
Yep.
So we put another full day today in. We've did, I think, 11 interviews.
Sounds
or
about
podcasts,
right.
mini podcasts, if that sounds right.
Yeah.
We heard all kinds of different speakers, all along the theme of preparing ourselves for essentially war.
Battle. Yeah.
A battle.
Yeah,
you know,
as
and
Christians.
it is a battle when you are battling the secular agenda, when you're battling the flesh, when you're battling a culture that wants absolutely nothing to do with Christ
Right.
and what the gospel stands for. So it was exciting. People are milling around right now. We still have a dinner to go to after this. But it was awesome to see about 1,000 people come together from all across the United States. We met people in multiple
All over.
states.
Yeah. Yep.
And to come together and just lift up the name of the Lord and be one in heart
Yep.
and one in theology as
And
well,
mission.
too. Yeah.
And mission. Yeah. I mean,
What
I don't know.
was your biggest takeaways from this? Who did you like, or did anyone say anything that just really stuck out to you?
There were so many nuggets of wisdom spoken from that stage.
Yeah.
I really do feel like a sports commentator right now.
Why is that?
It's just fun. It's cool. No. This has been a great conference to definitely be at.
For those watching, if you could flip around the camera, it's just like, a couple hundred
Chaos.
people milling around,
Yeah.
chaos, people setting stuff up, tearing it down,
Right.
and we're at our little booth,
Yeah.
just
doing
commentating.
the commentary. Yeah. Oh man,
play in color.
that ninth hole was crazy. But no, yeah. I mean, everybody that we interviewed, everybody that we had conversations with. I mean, there's Gary DeMar right there.
Oh, there he
Gary,
is. Thank you, sir, for being on.
What's up, Gary? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he told us earlier. He said, "I'm still trying."
What's that?
Yeah.
Gary's talking to Jason here off camera.
What is it?
See what's going on.
Oh, we already put it up.
Yeah, it's up. People are listening. They like it. I will.
We will.
I'll get it to you for sure. Gary's asking about his episode that was earlier today.
Yeah,
and
he's going to put it up on his too.
We've already got that up on all the podcast platforms in video. If you want to watch it, you can go to our Facebook page. We did a live Facebook there, and that's at Dead Men Walking Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as always, if you want to follow us on Instagram, that's at Dead Men Walking Podcast as well on Instagram, where we put up clips and audio and things like that. But yeah, so you were saying
Gary,
before Gary so rudely interrupted, that
Gary
theologian,
DeMar,
scholar, and
man,
author.
He's amazing. And you guys really need to check out all of his stuff. Hey, sir. But yeah, he was talking eschatology. This guy has about 30 eschatology books, and he says, I'm still trying to figure out parts of it. And it's
Jason famously said,
gosh.
"Oh man, I'm 30 books behind you."
And I'm in trouble.
I'm still trying to figure it out. So that was comforting.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
Rod brought out some really cool points. I never really thought about how maybe in 30, 40 years people will actually be living on the moon.
Yeah.
And I mean, that really hit me. I mean, let's start planning a church right now, that'd be the biggest church plant ever, right?
Absolutely.
Like trying to put a church on the moon. First Baptist moon. I don't know what would I have no idea.
But you want to what? When Rod Martin was speaking, I thought that was really good, where he took basically technology and the futuristic outlook and intertwined it with the biblical worldview, and then he actually expanded on that a little bit here on the podcast earlier today. That episode is up as well. Obviously, Doug Wilson was phenomenal with his 10 points of war and method versus principle.
You can find a lot of that in his book, Rules for Reformers,
which I do have.
Awesome.
We just picked that up here
I've read that. Well,
conference.
I've listened, but I read it.
Can't say you read it if you listen. My wife says, she always corrects me on that.
Come on, Sam.
But we had, so many good guests on for us, but just we were edified too at the conference. It was so cool that they let us come down, set up the podcast gear, do some live stuff.
Yeah.
But like I said, we had 2 days in a row back to back. That was just like 12 hours of just heavy hitting, deep theological stuff.
Right.
That really, like I said, edified, blessed us, educated us, and I think it was a pretty cool experience all in all, don't you think?
Oh, definitely. I mean, and just getting to talk to a bunch of different people from around the country. Actually, I spoke to Nathan Anderson, I want to say.
Okay.
He's got a movie. He's got a couple movies coming out. Well, actually, I already saw one of his movies. It's about post-mill, if anybody's interested.
What's the movie? Do you know the name or no? You going to Google it for me?
On Earth as it is in heaven.
Okay.
I know that you can find that on YouTube. I watched that on YouTube. He's coming out with another one called Teach All Nations. We should have actually had him over here. He's a really interesting guy.
Well, you know how we like to do these shows here when they're live. If we see someone walk by and they want to jump on and we want to talk to them, we don't mind it. We're right next to, I love who we're next to. Our booth is Glenn Sunshine.
Man.
Like historian, theologian, professor, academic. The smartest dude in the world.
Yeah.
Picked up a couple of his books. He spoke on day 2. Or was it day 1 or day 2? I can't remember. They're all starting to run together.
Day one.
We've basically been inside this arena for 3 days, it feels like.
Yeah.
From sun up to sundown.
I'm an introvert. I've never spoken this much in my life, I don't think.
Yeah. Oh, there goes our music director for the week. I was going to holler out at him, but I was going to ask what his name was.
His favorite chord.
Yeah.
Jesus, right?
Hopefully it's Jesus. Yeah. And it's funny because he basically taught us how to sing as a choir on the very first day.
Yep.
And every day we opened with a psalm.
Yeah.
The first night, beer and psalms, and then every morning and every evening we opened and closed with the psalm and the doxology just now for the final. And I'll tell you what, you hear 1,000 people.
We've sang that a few times, and it's been powerful.
It's just powerful. It's 25 seconds long, and it's like, man, let's roll that like 5 more times. 1,000 people's hands lifted up. All it is voices singing the doxology, and then at the end, just that long amen.
Right.
It's so great to see that.
Yeah.
But they're coming back next year. They said, Lord willing, they're going to come back next year, October 14th through 16th.
And that's South Dakota?
No, he said they're talking
coming here?
right to this exact same spot here outside of Nashville.
Cool.
So we'll talk to the cross-politic guys, but I would see,
would love to have some listeners that would want to come down. Maybe we can
that's what I was thinking.
Get a bus or something, man.
That's what Jason and I said. We need to get a couple more guys down here. We were even thinking about bringing our families because it's very family friendly.
Right.
A lot of younger kids here, a lot of wives here as well, which was cool because I thought, fight, laugh, feast, rowdy, Christian, Reformed is going to be a bunch of guys. But then what you realize very quickly, because I'm the same way, is a lot of guys in Reformed theology are very family-oriented because not only are we the head of the house. Oh, look who we got coming over.
Oh, Luke's coming over.
Luke.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, we got him.
I'm a man of my
Very
word.
good.
Yes, you are. Man. Whichever.
Oh,
whichever.
jump on right here, brother. You're a big
Yep.
guy. I don't know if you can get that close
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Jay there. Man, you are a big
He is a
strapping
bear.
boy.
Yeah.
Man.
His
There's a
nickname.
reason they call me the bear.
Why don't you introduce yourself
That's
to the listeners and the viewers? Tell us what your name is. Well, they know it's Luke.
Yeah.
But tell us what your name is and who you're affiliated with. And I don't know, we're just kind of giving a recap on the conference.
Right on, man. Yeah, my name's Luke Pierson. You might know me as Luke the Bear from Apologia Studios. I am the discipleship pastor at Apologia Church in Mesa, Arizona. And I am here this week representing End Abortion Now.
Amen.
And or Action for Life.
Nice. Now, what's the difference between the two? Because I see them right
Great
next
question.
to each other.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked. End Abortion Now is our gospel prophetic side of things. It's a ministry of Apologia Church for ending abortion. And then Action for Life is actually the abortion project of Red State Reform, which is a 501c4 lobbyist group
Nice.
that we just started this year. So
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So what'd you think about the conference? Did you any good takeaways or glad you were a part of it?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I'll be honest, I have missed a lot of the talks because I've been talking to so many people.
Right.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is-
how we were too.
It's been
sometimes.
great though.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah.
really encouraging, and it's blessed me a lot just to be able to talk to a lot of people, meet a lot of people, and
Definitely.
So,
Do you
yeah.
guys go to things like this a lot? Is this the first time you've seen something like this? I mean,
I mean, you guys do like G3 and all that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
stuff? Or no?
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 No? Okay.
honestly, we're usually so busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I just
don't
don't.
even
I
need
don't
to.
have time for stuff.
Right.
I wish I had more
Yeah.
time for stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we weren't even planning on coming this till like about a month ago.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember when it was announced that
Yeah.
Apologia was going to
Yeah.
be there, and
Yeah.
Jeff
Yeah.
and you guys were going to show up,
Yeah,
which
So,
is cool.
Yeah, it's good,
Show
man.
some solidarity.
Oh yeah,
among the
these. I
brothers.
mean, across politics are boys.
Yeah.
You know, we're family, so it's a honor and privilege to be here. And,
So you live in Arizona then?
Yep.
So how's everything going out there with like the mass and the COVID and any pushback or like even within the church? How you guys handling that? That's still a hot topic like 9 months later.
Yeah. So we have remained open, Apologia Church. We never closed.
Amen.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
We don't shut down for nobody.
And it was hard. I mean, it was a challenge at first, but we were of the perspective. We had put out a statement. We said, "Look, ultimately, this is the under the jurisdiction of pastors,
Right.
and we weren't judging any pastors for shutting down.
Right.
And we said, if we feel like our congregation is at all in danger, we will do that if we feel necessary.
Right.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been necessary. You know, we want to quarantine the sick, not the healthy.
Amen.
So we remained open the whole time, which has been honestly a blessing. God's grown our church by about 150 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which is really amazing. It's also been a lot of extra work. Half our schedules are meeting with new people, but it's awesome and exciting. So yeah, I mean, Arizona, we were pretty laid back with mask stuff until about July, and then there was a spike, and so they had originally shut down like some businesses and stuff like that, and we were just kind of like whatever. I didn't really even wear a mask until July, and then they got like kind of strict with some stuff, and so I would wear it occasionally if I had to.
Yeah.
And, you know, but then
Extra
coming
holes?
here, like they're still like pretty militant about that. And I'll be honest, if you hear my voice, I like had an allergic reaction wearing the mask on
Oh,
the
wow.
stupid plane coming over here, and so
geez.
Right.
now I got a cold. I've been fighting off. I sound like the Hodge twins, if you guys.
Yeah, right.
Trump 2020.
Right.
Yeah.
Love those guys.
So yeah. Anyways, so Arizona's been pretty. I'm thankful. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Despite
Yeah.
our governor being an idiot, I'm thankful.
Hey,
that I
we're
don't
in Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I actually went to Michigan.
Really?
For my sabbatical.
I'm sorry.
and I was up north, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But there were some places where I was like, man, like I haven't even worn a mask, and people are looking at me like, why aren't you wearing a mask?
I know.
Right.
So it was a little weird.
It's nice. We got a little victory today. That our Michigan Supreme Court ruled all of her executive orders unconstitutional.
Really?
Yeah, which just today came out.
Amazing.
But
I didn't know you guys were from Michigan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where Monroe, just above Toledo, right in between Detroit and Toledo.
30 miles south of Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was born in Grand Rapids.
Oh, okay.
Okay, nice.
And so my dad's side of the family is all from Flint and Grand Blanc.
Yeah.
And my mom's side is all from Lapeer.
Okay.
Look at that. We got a little Michigan connection.
Yeah. I saw the Michigan on your cup here. I was like,
Go Blue.
Where's that? Yeah, right. Hey.
Which I can't even have for another month because of COVID.
Yeah,
jerks.
exactly. Yeah, right.
So, that's why I was there. Actually, I was up. My grandpa had a cabin up in Grayling. I don't know if you know that's
totally.
Absolutely. It's gorgeous country.
Yeah,
up
I
there.
grew up.
Higgins Lake.
Yeah,
we were
man.
just there. I grew up. He had 88 acres up in Grayling and a
Yeah.
cabin, and that's where I did all my vacationing.
It's beautiful up
until
there.
about 25.
Gotcha.
And then, so it's been 15 years roughly since I've been back there, and I took my kids up and
That's awesome.
showed them where I used to run around.
So was it did you go to Higgins Lake?
I did.
Actually, like south or north? Which side?
North side.
North side?
Yep.
Okay. Is
Yep.
the water still as clear as it used to be?
Yeah. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, man, I used to love going there.
We were like, it was the Higgins Lake State Park on the north side. So we were like probably 150 yards out, and it was like 3 feet deep.
Yeah,
and
right.
crystal clear sand. Yeah.
Yep. So
Well,
was a
welcome
blast.
back to the Michigan Tourism Channel.
hey, man,
We
we're all
are,
right with that.
Yeah. I love it over there, man.
so-
It's a beautiful country.
I got a question for
Yes,
you
sir.
because I know guys like you and especially your team out there in Arizona, you guys are always looking forward. I mean, you're always going, how can we affect the culture? How can we bring glory to God? What's the next thing that we can do? So what's coming up for you guys? I mean, you're still going hardcore with End Abortion Now, which is a huge success.
Yeah.
Hearing about a TV show, possibly? Is that through you guys with Marcus? Or is
No,
that,
no, that's all Marcus.
Okay, gotcha.
He's actually moving to
Gotcha.
Moscow at the end of the
Seriously?
No way.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, we're-
Jeez. JC,
He's
starting
Dax's
rumors
problem.
over here.
Man, I'm trying to move to Moscow too. So yeah.
You can go live with
Moscow.
Marcus.
There you go. Okay,
so
doing that, and then, are you just really focusing on the End Abortion Now stuff? Obviously, you got the Apologia radio stuff that's still booming.
Yeah, you guys got a lot going.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I wasn't busy enough, so we went and started Red State and Action for Life. So
Is that going to be national, or is that just
national? Yep.
Is that just
Yep.
okay?
We
So it's
set
just
it
not
up-
for the state legislature.
Right.
It's going.
So we can help in other states. We're actually already helping some other states. We have connections in Indiana, Ohio, Texas, Oklahoma, Alaska,
Wow.
one of the Carolinas. I don't remember which one. Working on Missouri. There's a bunch.
How are we going to get you in Michigan?
Well,
Greg,
I mean,
can
good
you help
question.
with that?
yeah. Let me know. I mean, I was a legislative liaison at our state
Oh.
capitol. I'm an elected official in Michigan, and
Awesome.
I have some connections up to the federal level. So if good relationships
Yeah.
with my congressmen, and well, not so much with my senators because they're both raging liberals, but.
Okay.
But yeah, give me a call offline, and we'll figure out if we can try to infiltrate Michigan too.
Well, I'll tell you what we need is a state representative or senator. I don't know how they do it in Michigan, but a state legislator that is willing to put forth an abolition bill,
Okay.
and we can go from there. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it, man.
Awesome.
I'm sure we'll be in contact.
That's what we're doing right now in Indiana. Goodness. Well, I grew up in Indiana,
Oh, gotcha.
just outside of Chicago. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Gary.
have roots everywhere. Yeah.
Gary.
219.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually where my parents live in Gary.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I say that quietly, but
Yeah, right.
they just
On a
moved
live
there.
broadcast.
They're literally three houses in the Gary, so they're not like
So did you guys
Bad
ever
off
get
Gary,
witnessed to by Michael Jackson and his family?
no.
No. Okay. They were Jehovah's Witnesses, and they would knock
Really?
on doors. Yeah,
didn't
all
know
over
that.
Gary. Yeah.
No, we had a Hiles Anderson in Northwest Indiana, which is a Hammond Baptist. They're like the Christian version of Mormons.
Oh.
Very, very legalistic, but they look just like Mormon elders. You know,
Okay.
like they'd be out playing basketball in like their
In their
white
suits?
dress shirts and ties, and if you guys know who Steven Anderson is, it's like some.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Totally knows.
It's the same thing. Yeah. So they used to come door to door.
Yeah.
Give you a card, to say a prayer, and all right, see you in heaven, and then you never hear from him again.
Yeah.
I've got audio of the first time Steven Anderson found a King James Version Bible. Want to hear it?
Let's hear it.
There we go. There we go.
That's excellent.
But
It's the fourth part of the Trinity.
I forget what I was saying. Oh, so Arizona. I got way off there.
That's okay. That's what we do on this show.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's how we do it on our
For
show.
the ADD.
So we have a state rep, Walt Blackman. Assuming he gets reelected, which he should. We actually have an abolition bill that's drafted. He will be dropping as soon as he is elected.
Nice.
And so that's going to be a big fight for us this next year. Is working with him and trying to get that bill into committee and voted for in Arizona. So.
How's the support in Arizona for that? I saw where Jeff preached at a event.
Yeah, that was actually for Walt Blackman. He had it technically was a Trump rally, but
gotcha.
it was,
Okay.
They hosted it up there, and so it's interesting. Arizona still is a fairly overly conservative state.
Okay.
Right.
We are getting a lot of liberals coming in from California.
Yeah, I was going to say, how's that exodus going?
So basically, you have like most of Arizona is conservative except for
The
Phoenix,
Right.
Tucson, and Flagstaff.
Yeah.
Everything else is like pretty conservative.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of Mormons. There are a lot.
Really?
All my neighbors are Mormons. So
Serious?
Mesa has the second largest
Toby,
population.
great job, brother.
Of LDS.
Good weekend.
My man Toby J.
Want to jump on for a minute? Oh, he's gone.
That's my dude right there.
Drink some water.
There's the second largest population of LDS in the world outside of Salt Lake City and Mesa. So, which is where we meet for church.
Okay.
So yeah. Anyways. So yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I know. The conservative lobbyist group that's been around for 20 years in Arizona is your typical pro-life, just industry kind of like not really doing anything. So that's what people are used to. So it's gonna take some time to like help people realize like, oh no, there is another way that actually does stuff.
Just not pro-life in name only.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, like the big win they had 3 years ago, I think they passed a bill and was like, if you have an abortion, you have to say why.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
talk
you had
about-
to check like boxes. You had to check why. That was like their big win for the year, and I was like, serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
right.
Very retroactive,
Right.
it sounds like to me.
It actually is. It's abortion's been illegal in Arizona since 75 or 76. So after Roe v. Wade, Arizona actually passed a law that made it illegal, made it a crime to have an abortion or commit an abortion, and it's just not being enforced because of people think Roe v. Wade's a law. And they're scared of the federal beast, and so no one's enforcing it.
More of a suggestion by the Supreme Court, right?
Yeah, it's just an
It's not
interpretation.
really
opinion.
like
It's
an
not-
opinion. Yeah.
Just precedent is all it is.
Yeah. So the law that we're going to be dropping, it's taking the law that's on the books and strengthening it.
Okay.
And making sure it's criminalized. And all that, so.
And there might be some appetite with that too, just because of what's going on the Supreme Court and the people being replaced.
Yeah.
We've seen 8 or 9 different states kind of already start doing that. So I mean, creating this organization is probably right at the right time too.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
we all
absolutely.
believe in the providence of God, right?
Oh,
So, I
absolutely.
mean-
Yeah. No, totally. Like we've been saying that. Just this is a thing we've been working on for a while. We were able to just finally get it off the ground like right before COVID hit. But yeah, you're right. Just the timing of everything. Even Walt Blackman, who I mentioned, we've been trying to get with him for 3 years, and it just kept hitting roadblocks. And then all at once, we got the connection, and it's just like opened this floodgate where we're like literally sitting in meetings with like the most important legislators in Arizona, Supreme Court justices, not the Supreme, but the
State Supreme Court.
Yeah,
those
it was
guys,
like the
District
Arizona
Court,
Supreme Court guy, like like people in the federal level, and they're like literally blowing my phone up, asking for help, and I'm going, what just happened?
Yeah.
And I'm having to tell them, hey, we'd love to help, but I'm also a pastor and I can't do that.
Right.
So it's been cool. It's been really encouraging, but it's crazy. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So great.
Well, we got anything else before we wrap up here, Jason? I know
What's your favorite kind of cereal? No, I'm joking.
Count Chocula.
Perfect.
It's Count Chocula, which I only get at this time of the year, and so when it comes out, I buy a lot of it.
Okay,
That was easy.
top 5 bands.
Oh, now
gosh.
we're going fun.
Yeah,
on
what
the last
genre?
episode.
That
Are we doing everything?
Man. Let's just go. Yeah,
Top
just
5. Rushmore. No, top 4. Rushmore
classical.
bands.
No, I'm joking.
Top 5. I have to put the Beatles at 1 because
They're
I
post
grew
mill.
up listening to. I grew up listening to
getting better
them
all the time.
and they just it was a big influence on me. Beatles,
Yep.
Appleseed Cast,
Really?
August Burns Red.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
This guy's a hipster over here.
Oh, stop!
Appleseed Cast. My buddy was a drummer.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
For Appleseed?
Yeah.
Shut up!
Yeah.
They're the band I've seen the most.
Serious?
Yeah, one of my
That's so
favorite bands.
funny.
I just listened to them today, and I was listening to
Serious?
Old Canes on the way over here.
I feel like stepbrothers. You
I
guys
know.
just become
We
best friends?
Do you like avocados?
Yeah, I think I gave you 4. Was that 4?
That's 3.
3.
That's 3. Man.
That was only 3.
That was
are some of-
Beatles, Appleseed, and August Burns.
August, that is only 3.
Man.
90-pound wuss.
Oh,
And
nice. No, that's not one of my favorites.
last Tuesday. No, I'm joking.
I mean, okay, so if I had to rank them by bands I listen to the most, I would also add in Midlake and As Cities Burn.
Wow.
Those
So-
would be the bands I listen to the most.
So heavy. I dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
good
You're an
stuff. I mean,
eclectic fellow.
Appleseed. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we're going to go genre, then I'll be here for another 3 hours.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I did hear your episode for an hour and a half. You're talking music. I
Yeah.
think you could have kept going for another hour and a half.
Oh, easily.
I mean, yeah, man. You brought up so many
Easily.
bands. I was like, man, this is so awesome.
Well,
I did not know.
Awesome, quick story. I don't know how much time you guys
No,
have.
we got
time.
we're here to tomorrow.
So I just met David Bonson for the first time
Serious?
face to face. Like we've
Yeah.
messaged, but I just met him for the first time.
yeah.
And I was telling him, and I've told him before, but he's a busy man, so I was reminding him like Apologia Studios in many ways has been indirectly influenced by him. So what I mean by that is everything you see somatically, camera work, video work is because of Darren Doan.
Right.
Because he taught Marcus.
Okay.
Marcus taught Carmen, who does everything now. It's all coming from Doan. But
Yeah.
Darren, I don't know. I think David was talking about it, but Darren came to Christ through David directly.
Okay.
So David literally led him to Christ, and then immediately gave him taught him theonomy and postmillennialism and reformed theology. That was how he was discipled by David
Oh, that's
directly.
crazy.
Now, I and my wife became presuppositionalists because we were at a winter camp. So we were either newly married or almost married. We got married when we were 21, so we were young.
Okay.
I can't remember if we were married yet or not, but we were at this youth camp, and somehow our youth pastor who married us, he somehow ran into Matt Morginski from the Supertones
Okay.
and got him to come teach this thing. Well, Matt Morginski's a presuppositionalist.
Yeah.
That's where I learned that.
Yeah.
Changed my life in the way I did evangelism. So then I'm realizing recently that Matt Morginski is a presuppositionalist and is reformed and all that because of David Bonson.
Yeah, I was gonna. Didn't
Wow.
David Bonson give him his dad's book or
Yes,
something like
something.
the line? Yeah.
And so I was just telling him, I was like, dude, a lot of what you see with us is indirectly because of you,
That
and
is
obviously because of
awesome.
your dad. And
Yeah.
Wow.
That is awesome, man.
That's kind
Cool
of a full
stuff.
circle.
It totally
Yeah,
is.
right.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
talk was amazing.
I know. I heard half of it, and then
Yeah.
we had to interview Uncle Gary, so I missed the other
gotcha.
half. I have to pick it up.
Yeah. We got lucky and got Gary over here for a few minutes, and he told me that he still hasn't figured out certain parts of his eschatology. And I'm like, you have 30 books on eschatology, man. He's got a couple
which
of.
part?
I know, right. I would love to know
which part?
which verses he's talking about. But
It's
yeah,
probably
I
literally
couldn't
like
believe it.
this really minute
I
little
know.
detail that nobody else even
I know,
noticed.
right.
He's like,
You know.
I'm not sure what color the scroll was.
Yeah, right.
That John wrote on,
Oh, it's so cool.
but
But yeah.
Oh, I love
Very
him.
cool. Well, yeah, thanks for coming by,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Seriously,
Down
man,
talking
thank
to
you
us.
so
It was
much.
so cool seeing everyone
Yeah.
all this weekend. It's so nice to be, like I said before, I said it a million times already on this weekend, but it's so good to be around Bible-believing brothers and sisters in Christ that are rooted in theology and doctrine that is solid
Yeah.
and based on the Word of God. And then to see the passion here, and obviously to see organizations come together. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys, what you're doing out in Arizona and on Apologia Radio, I mean, you guys have a huge following, obviously have a whole thing going there. And sometimes I find not so much in the Reformed community, but in Christianity as whole, it's almost like a competition, or it's like we don't associate with this side and they do that over there,
Yeah.
to where I really feel like it was so nice to see, a couple different aspects of the Reformed community come
Yeah.
together and go, let's support these guys and put this on. And I think the people enjoyed it too. I mean, it was from what
Absolutely.
we were talking to people, and it seemed like it was really cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. Christians got to fight.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
this is what you see is everyone here is here because they want to fight.
Right.
And I don't mean, fist fight,
Yeah.
Easy.
but
Gosh, you're going to start like a Proud Boys thing on us, man. Easy.
but we want to fight for the gospel. We want to fight for freedom and liberty.
Yep.
And,
Amen.
Yeah.
and
Absolutely.
I love to death cross politic.
Yep.
They're my dudes.
Yeah.
And honestly, man, I couldn't think more highly of them and Doug and Christchurch and
Yep.
Other than the baptism issue, we're 99% on board with everything else, and
Yeah.
we're like, you know what? That's not an issue that's going to divide us.
Right.
Let's fight and let's
Yep.
let's build Christ's kingdom and hope that we still have a nation in a year from now.
Well, it's kind of strange how we've gotten into, like, when did Christianity go on the offense? Like, right? I mean,
Oh.
you read through the Bible, both Old and New
How
Testament.
much time do we have? 'Cause
I know, right? It's almost facetiously I'm asking it, or rhetorically, just because it's like that's it seems like American Christianity is so offensive, kind of like Doug was speaking about, when in fact we should be going in. This shouldn't be a retreat, right? This is what did he call it? Not a retreat, but a oh geez,
I
totally missed his talk.
I
actually.
remember.
you were talking to
Yeah, Jeff
in
was
advance.
calling it,
Shouldn't be a retreat. It should be
jellyfish.
an advance.
you
You
know.
know.
Oh yeah. No,
And-
that's a great point. I mean,
And you guys are definitely on the advance. You've been doing it
Yeah.
for quite some time. Right?
Yeah.
Like literally in every arena,
Yeah.
which is why we love you guys.
I appreciate that.
I mean, and it takes, and you do get some notoriety from it, but that's not why you're doing it.
Right.
I mean, you guys were out there doing it when it wasn't popular, but we've seen a resurgence in kind of this.
Before it was cool.
Before it was cool. I'm not even going to say what I was just going to say. It's,
right after the pitchforks.
Well, I
you know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm trying to give you a compliment.
I know,
It's
I
not coming
appreciate-
out that way.
I appreciate-
But, good Lord. All right, it's our last episode. I'm
cool.
done.
I'm not cool. No, I think Christ said that the gates of hell will not prevail against the church.
Yep.
Amen.
What do gates do?
They fall.
They protect.
That's
Oh.
true.
They're defensive.
I went the wrong
You're
way.
fired, Jason. Good Lord. Give us the analogy, dude.
Gates are defensive.
Yes.
We for
Right,
too long
right.
the church has thought, well, we better bar ourselves in our church buildings
Yeah.
and
Right.
protect
Go
ourselves
inside
against
the
the gates
gates.
of hell.
Yep.
No, it's the other way around. The gates will not prevail against the church because the church is going forward.
Yeah.
Church is going
Ooh,
forward.
I like that. You're about to start preaching, son.
I told
Yep.
you how much
Yep.
time we,
I know.
and honestly, I think
Come on.
the problem is that because of bad eschatology, the church has completely neglected the culture.
Yep.
Because we've been sitting around waiting to get,
Raptured
raptured and left our underwear behind, and so like the culture has just gone to hell, and we're like totally cool with it because we're waiting for better things, and
Right.
it's like. So you asked the question, when did the church become offensive? We're becoming offensive again. We were at one point. We got lazy. We're having to become offensive again because if we don't, we're China.
Right.
Yeah.
China. I call it
China.
Chinese because it's from China. Just trying to be accurate. But that's what's going to happen if the church doesn't rise up and be offensive.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
pretty soon we will be the ones that are getting missionaries sent into our country. from China.
We have a guy here that said he wanted to come on and talk 15 minutes about missionaries being sent to Seattle. He's like, no, guys, we need missionaries in Seattle.
Isn't that, it's so true,
and you're like, what the heck, man? He's like, no, we need men of God that are missionaries in Seattle. And I'm going, oh my gosh, on a supposedly Christian nation.
Yeah, you're right, man. No, because I've had the blessing of gone to several different countries now within abortion now. So I've been Australia, New Zealand, Northern, Southern Ireland, and Scotland. And talking to Christians over there, they look at us and they're like, they've said that, like, we need to send missionaries back over because they see us and they see our culture's love for material things. And they see that the idolatry in that. And so it's been interesting talking to some other people, like, that they have that perspective. And when I first heard that, I was like, oh, I was like, man, you're right. And it was like they didn't do it intentionally, but it was like a complete condemnation, of me essentially in our culture. And I was like, man, you're totally right. Like, I don't even see that.
Material blessings are a fine line. They have to be in moderation and balance.
Sure.
Look at the minute that David started getting blessed and having his own kingdom, and the Lord said, don't count your men. That's the minute he took his eyes off the Lord, counted his men, right? My prayer, and I hope my Christian brothers and sisters' prayer, is, Lord, give me enough, but don't give me too much. Daily sustenance is what we need as Christians, not saving up our treasures here on earth, going and buying the next thing, going and having the next thing. I drove by a storage unit and I went, we live in a country where we pay $100 a month to store the stuff that we can't fit in our huge houses. And we go over to developing countries, third world countries, and they're saying, Lord, just feed me, clothe me, shelter me today. That's all I need because your word and your grace is enough. And until these Christians in this country understand that, we're going to keep living in an apostate state.
Did you hear Rod Martin?
It is a dangerous idea.
Did we got a plate to pass? Because homeboy's preaching over here.
Did you guys hear Rod Martin today when he said
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't hear Rod?
What did he say?
It was awesome. Well, he said...
Well, now you got to tell us.
He said that in Africa, they're having an obesity problem now.
Oh, my gosh. Probably because Kenneth Copeland imported prosperity gospel. Son of a gun.
I mean, it's like a
Actually, it doesn't work.
Son of a nutcracker.
Son of a nutcracker.
But yeah, no, I mean, just thinking about that, I mean, after seeing all those videos, as I'm growing up in the 80s.
Oh, where you could feed someone for 50 cents a day or something?
Yeah, right. And now there's an obesity problem because they have.
Oh my God!
Probably because we're shipping to Monsanto. Okay, I'm going to get us something.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me about it.
Now we're really going to be here forever.
No, I didn't. Well, I think you're right. Talking about idolatry and stuff like that. I was just talking with someone yesterday. Or 2 days ago, maybe. I don't know what day it is right now. Like this 2020 is like, it's like God's year of idol smash.
Yeah.
Right.
And all at once you got government, you got public schools, you got healthcare, you got jobs, money, sports, entertainment.
Come on now.
Like, just go down the line, and he's like. And which is awesome, because that's what we need, So I personally, I think God's preparing us for Reformation, and He's shrinking. We're seeing Gideon's army all over again. That's what I think.
Oh, absolutely. I can see the providence of the Lord working even in this, what I think conflated, inflated, whatever you want to call it, virus. We read the numbers; it's not what it is, but man tries a way, but God does His way, and it's crazy because we're trying so hard to control. And when I say we, I'm saying the state, I'm saying elites, I'm saying government officials, I'm saying those in power that want to control because they're of the flesh, trying to control a people, trying to push an agenda. And it's kind of like the old fable where the sun and the storm is out, and the storm says, I bet you I can make the little kid take off his coat, and he huffs and puffs and blows. Kid holds on to his coat even tighter. The sun says, are you done? Now watch this. Sun moves out from behind the cloud, comes out, kid takes his coat off. So they're trying to squeeze us, and as we do, the brothers and sisters in the assembly are rising up right now, just like this, where we're at, what you're doing out in Arizona, and it's having the opposite effect. And God will use us. And like you said, you're seeing a reformation happen. And when you take away those idols, then God can start to move, and He will move. So I'm in 100% agreement with you, man.
Amen.
So thank you so
Preach.
much for coming on.
Yeah.
If we didn't have anything
My
else,
pleasure.
we can start. Want to start taking it down? I mean, we've been
we
here
can
for
do that.
3 days.
Yeah, man.
I need to do the same.
Been talking a lot. I know you're
Right.
just
I'm
like kind of
literally-
staring
yeah.
at your two boots.
I am
we only have
literally
one.
staring at both of them going, oh, boy. And half my team already left, so just me and my wife were like, all right, we got
Oh
it.
man,
So,
Well, if we
awesome.
tear down, we'll be over helping
Luke
you out.
Pierson, where can they reach out to you? All the listeners and
Thanks so much, Luke.
and watch. No.
ApologiaStudios.com. You can subscribe to
Great
All
content.
Access, $9.95 a month. And I'm going to say this. I've said this to a bunch of people, and I know Jeff has kind of put out little feelers.
Okay.
We have some awesome stuff coming on there that's going to rock people's worlds.
I like it.
There is going to be another tier of All Access because of the amount of stuff we're adding, which I wish I could say. What
Okay,
it is.
teaser though. We like it.
So
You're a salesman.
my point is, if you really want in on that, now's the time,
Right.
Because
Yeah.
you can get grandfathered in at the $9.95 a month.
Yep.
So ApologiaStudios.com, ApologiaChurch.com, Apologia Studios on YouTube and Facebook. I think I mentioned endabortion.com.
Yep.
And then Red State Reform, Action for Life. So it's RedStateReform.com. TakeActionForLife.org is the project of that. And
You're just collecting websites now.
Yeah.
work, dude.
You are busy.
As many as we can.
All right, Luke. Thanks so much for coming on, and
Thanks,
guys,
dudes.
thanks for listening all weekend. We appreciate you. God bless. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Right.
Dead Men Walking
Thanks so
Podcast.
much.
For
Yeah,
full
man.
video
Appreciate it.
podcasts.
It was a blast, dude.
Email us at
It probably worked better that it went until the end because I'm like
I know.
in silly mode now. So
Right. That's exactly what we need.
I'm